Here's episode 4 of my show, A Strange Rescue Mission. One afternoon during the summer, the group were just hanging out in the garage. Most of them just got back from the park and decided to spend a few hours with Mia before they had to go home, since Mia couldn't go to the park with them for obvious reasons. Paul left a few minutes after them, and by the time he came back he had a little surprise. "Guys, look what I found," Paul said, carrying a small dog. "Oh my god, he's so cute," Eva said. "What's his name?" Daniel asked. "I don't know, I think he's a stray. I just found him wandering near some trees, and he doesn't have a collar," Paul said. "What kind of dog is he?" Dash asked. "He's a Jack Russell Terrier," Paul said. Everyone went nuts for the dogs. Well, everyone except Sarah. "Who cares what breed it is? It's a dog. They're mangy rabbit animals. Ask any animal," Sarah said. Excuse me," Mia said, walking up to Sarah looking angry. "What?" Sarah wondered. "I'm an animal," Mia replied. "Oh, sorry, Mia. When I say any animal, I don't mean you," Sarah said, now realizing why the changeling was upset. "Looks like a storm's coming, guys. We better get home. See you all later," Dash said. Mia, could you look after the dog for a bit until I know what to do with him?" Paul asked. Sure," Mia replied. As Sarah was leaving the garage, Mia decided she still wanted a few words with her. "Look, I'm sorry, okay? I just don't like most animals. You don't know what they could be carrying," Sarah said, but that still wasn't helping matters. But before Mia could say anything, there were a few sudden flashes of lightning, and one of them hit Mia's horns, and both her and Sarah got electrocuted. The lightning scared the dog, who ran away. A few minutes later, "Well, that was definitely quite a shock," Mia said after getting up, since she collapsed when the lightning finished its work. But as soon as she saw Sarah, she could tell something was wrong and looked at herself to see if her theory was right. Sarah, don't freak out, but you might want to have a look at both me and you," Mia said. "What are you on about?" Sarah wondered, but then was in shock to find herself staring at her own body in front of her, and then took the phone out to look at herself, and she panicked. "We swapped bodies? How?" Sarah wondered. "I think it was the lightning, plus one of my abilities is electric horn, so I think a combination of that did this," Mia said. But I don't want to be this. Look at me. And yuck, what do you eat back home? Because no offense, your breath stinks," Sarah said after getting a whiff of her now breath. "Well, maybe this will teach you to appreciate animals. Speaking of which, where did the dog go?" Mia wondered. They went outside to look for him since the storm was passing, and they found him being picked up by animal control, and then they were driving their way. "Ah!" Mia panicked and hid. "Wait a minute, I'm human now. I don't have to hide," she realized, but then remembered, oh no, Sarah, and when she came back outside, she saw the van driving past and Sarah in the back of it. "Seems like I got two animals to save," Mia said, and then saw that the translation ban fell off. At the pound. "Let me out! Let me out! Don't you know who I am? I don't belong here!" Sarah shouted. "What is that animal roaring about?" one of the workers thought, if they couldn't understand her without a translation ban. Sarah decided to give up and looked at all the dogs in the cages and somehow understood what their moods were. These guys were forgotten, alone, possibly abandoned. Sarah had no idea life could be so hard for an animal sometimes, and here she was an animal herself. She was in the same cage as the dog she criticized, and thought if she never said those things, none of this would have happened. Then she heard the door open and saw Mia and her body walk in. "Yes, I like that dog, please," Mia said, pointing to the dog Sarah was in the cage with. "And oh, what an interesting creature. I'll take that one too," Mia said, gesturing to Sarah. Sorry, miss, we don't really know what that is, so it's not for adoption." "Oh, very well then." "Oh my god, what's that?" Mia shouted, making the worker look the other way, and she pressed the open button on the cage. "Hey," the worker said as they ran past. They got out at the exit, but the worker was still after them with backup. "What do we do?" Sarah wondered, and then all of a sudden there was another rumble of thunder and a few flashes of lightning, and like before one electrocuted Sarah and Mia, and as they got up after being struck twice in one day, they saw that they were back in their normal bodies. Mia, hurry, do stuff, and Sarah warned, and Mia hypnotized them into forgetting what happened during in the day, and they were able to escape. A few minutes later, so how was time with the dog? Paul asked, after seeing both Mia and Sarah returning with him. It was, Mia thought. Interesting, Sarah finished. So, about the dog, seems like I can't keep him. My dad's allergic, and it seems like no one else's parents will let him keep him either, Paul said. What do we do with him? I don't want him to spend his life at the pound. I'll keep him, Sarah said, which surprised everyone except Mia. You? You hate animals, Daniel said. Seems like I had a change of heart for them. They're not that bad, Sarah said, looking to Mia, only they know what went on today. The end. Hope you all enjoyed.